Welcome back everybody, and we're going to do the level 90 showcase for the Red Gundam. Here's mine right here. I have not limit broken it or anything. I've only leveled it up to level 90 and leveled up the pilot to level 45 so we can get all of his skills unlocked. This is basically going to be, if you don't want to waste your mats and all that, this is going to be like the max stats and levels and whatnot. Haven't upgraded the weapons either. Let's look at the stats. 50,000 HP, kind of on the low side. Really good energy. Movement is alright. I would have preferred if it was 5, but 4 is alright. 5500 attack is good, and 5000 defense is also solid for what it is in SSR I mean. So without further ado, let's test this out on the expert mission of the Red Gundam event. The enemies here have very low health, so we're going to test out its damage, its defenses, and its capabilities and whatnot. I don't usually do this for showcases because many people have different levels and all that, and limit breaks and all that, but I'm going to try it here. This is, like I said, the expert mission for the Red Gundam event. The enemies have really low health, so we might try to fight the G-Quacks. The only problem is that the Red Gundam might move out and attack us, which will probably kill the Red Gundam. So keep that in mind. Well, I'm keeping that in mind when I do this. Like I said, the Zaku G-Quacks have really low health. Let's just test it out. Oh, we can't even kill. It's a little bit disappointing. Kind of thought it would kill. We don't have any attack skills, so we're just gonna go like this. Kind of disappointing. Really thought it would kill, but I guess not. Let's just use one random ally, attack the enemy, turn off. Well, the support is doing pretty well actually. How much would it do without this? Well, we can't even check because we're attacking, so we can't defend. How much would it be without it? Yeah, he is doing most of the damage. Yeah, he one-shots here, I believe, but not by himself. I believe that's because of the pilot's ability when you counter. Let me check it real quick actually. Let's check his skills, abilities right here. I'm hiding in it. No, you don't get a buff when attacking by yourself, so I don't really know why. I ain't too good with the math, but I'm pretty sure he's one-shotting them. He's one-shotting them. Let me check that math again. If you add 8,000, I believe 8,900, and then do it normally. No, I believe it is the same. Yeah, he's not one-shotting them, but very close. If you limit breaked him, he probably would be one-shotting them. But this is a level 90 no dupe showcase, so as you can see, we've used our chance. Let's just go in. We still can't kill, which is a little bit disappointing, but look at our range. Our range is really solid. What should we do? I think the best action would be just to... Actually, I think I'll do this. Attack this guy. Why not? Let's not support this time. There you go. We'll let Shuji take care of this guy. Can the Vulcans kill? Let me see. Yeah, they can. Hammer actually does decent damage, but you're obviously going to want to use the defense down, so keep that in mind. We might as well take it out, I guess, and then let the G-Quacks with its support ability, this one, attack with Shuji defending it, counter supporting it. Let's just do this. There you go. No dialogue, my boy is mute because I guess spoilers. We have our extra chance. Wait, no, we only have one chance step. We have 2 support counters, yeah. So let's just let Machu. She can kill by herself. She is pretty busted. We don't need Shuji. So that's why we want to get close to the G-Quack so we can do some damage on that. Let's let Shuji do some damage again now that he got slightly higher tension up. He's high now, literally. He can now kill the enemy with ease now. Well, not ease, but you know, he's brave. He can now one-shot them. So let's do that. Oh, he actually talks. Alright. I did not know he talks. I guess he talks now. Now he is supercharged. Let's try to defend him when they try to attack him. Just do that. Put him right there. We'll save our support counter for when they try to attack us. Hopefully they do not attack the Shuji, Red Gundam, so we can use our counter chance. And I guess let's just throw G-Quacks in the main ring, you know. Ooh, my voice. Something in my throat. But yeah. Just kill this guy, defeat him. Throw another one with Machu, just so they can attack Machu, so they can focus on her. There you go. We have another chance step because these suits are kind of busted. The G-Quacks, for some reason, they are very favoritism towards the G-Quacks. I guess we'll let Red Gundam take hits now just to see its tanking potential and its support and all that. We'll cut right here just so this team can wreak a little havoc to get these enemies out of the way. I forgot to mention, but in the last video, when you defeat a couple of these Zakus, more of them will pop out. Right here, they all have the same HP and all that, so keep that in mind if you are doing this manually. You only need to defeat the boss, by the way. I made a video about it if you are just grinding it. But if you like want to test out abilities and all that, is a good place because there is a lot of enemy spawns right here. So keep that in mind when you're doing this. So here's a good example of how busted this G-Quax is. The enemy's one anyway. It killed our Exia, sneak attacked it with the support with the Red Gundam, and then it killed it. So it managed to move all the way over here. We're not doing a lot of damage to it. I know these are like very buffed up enemies, but that's not really good damage. We can't use our main weapon, so that's probably why, so keep that in mind. This range is only 3 to 5, unfortunately. I kind of wish it was 1 to 5, but it's a free to play unit, so keep that in mind when a close range enemy is going up to you. The only way to counter is with the hammer and the Vulcans. You can't use the bits, its strongest weapon, so like I said, keep that in mind. We'll do this, why not? We're not doing a lot of damage to it. We'll try to attack it more next turn. Or these Zakus. Let's get up the support defense. Let's see how much we tank. It's not that great tanking, but it's solid enough. It's a support unit again, so you know it's not gonna be too good. We are using our counter support chance right here. We're able to kill it. It's doing decent damage. I just think the main problem is when an enemy is too close, it can't use its bits. Right here is a different example because they're using long range attacks, but we can't use our bits because, you know, it's only 3 to 5 range. We're not close enough. So remember that, like I said, it's kind of rough, the range, but it is what it is. We are actually running out of energy, surprisingly. We'll defend right here, just so we don't run out of energy. We can restore our energy by 40%, so that's what makes him a pretty good pilot. Supercharged, very nice. We are getting attacked a lot, that's for sure. Let's do that. Let's try to debuff the G-Quads, just so we can Wow, it's already supercharged. Alright. Let's try to get the aerial over there. Let's increase its range. Let's increase its damage. I think we can possibly reach over there. I'm not sure. Let's just defeat this guy. I'm not sure if we can reach there. So there you go. Because we're trying to debuff it. No, we cannot. Oh, that sucks. Wait, can we? We can attack these guys, but we cannot attack the G-Quacks. We're a little bit too far away. Do we have one suit that could do? I believe the Xion could probably do it. It has the same ability as the aerial, so we might as well do that. Inflict defense down 25%. We would throw freedoms 1, 2, but I'm pretty sure it can't even reach over here. That. I'm pretty sure we would just die next turn anyway, and like I said, freedom doesn't really... Well, actually, do we? Let's try to use this real quick, just so we can get the debuffs on the G-Quacks. I believe we do actually have enough range to do it. Do that. Hello, stop lagging. Alright. Yes, we definitely do have enough range to get to the G-Quacks. Not a lot of damage. Thing is very tanky, but luckily it cannot attack us because it is, you know, it's a close range only suit. So let's just do our damage here, not a lot. Like I said, the problem with the bits is that it's only 3 to 5 range. So when it's like this, even when it's close to it, it can't use its best move, so keep that in mind. Kind of unfortunate. I'm starting to see that as a little problem. You want this unit to be farther away, but yeah, keep that in mind. I don't think we should be using our support counter right here just because we can't use our bits, but might as well. The goal here is just to show what it can do. We're not trying to win. Our X here got cheap shot anyway, so let's put that debuff on it. Let's use the Xion right here. We're gonna try to nuke the G-Quacks. Let's just do that. Let's save our support. Actually, do we? We'll save. Nah, let's just do it. Let's try to get as much damage as we can because we're going to use Shuji as our main attacker once we get all of our supports right here to debuff it. There you go. We're going to add another debuff to it with the Xion. As you can see, it has 3 debuffs right now. Can you actually check the enemy when you do that? You cannot. Wait, there you go. So right now it has a defense 25 from the Xion, the beam debuff from freedom, and the physical weapon from the red Gundam. We're not using... I don't believe the bits count as physical. Let me check. Nope, they count as special awaken. That's funnel. So we could use the hammer. We would probably take more with the hammer now because of the nerf. Well, no. Actually, this doesn't count as beam weapon. So the freedom doesn't even... The freedom's nerf doesn't even matter. That's a little unfortunate. It shoots out beams, so I would assume that it was a beam weapon. But apparently it is not a beam weapon. Let me just check that again. I failed to believe that this is a beam weapon. Apparently it is not. Not a beam weapon, apparently. Shoots out beams, not a beam. Gundam logic. So we only nerf it is getting when we attack is the 25% defense down. Oop. Didn't mean to do that. Let's get the aerial in here just so we can nuke it. I don't... Actually, we can't. Actually, it doesn't have enough range. That's unfortunate. No, we can't. Wait, we haven't activated our skill. There you go. There you go. We can nuke it now. As you can see, we're doing a lot more damage, but we're going to save the Kira one for our final nuke attack. So there you go, we'll use one more counter. By the way, this is just to show how busted supports are. The Red Gundam is a support, so you can be doing this and all that. I don't think these stack, the debuffs do not stack, keep that in mind. It's only a 1 per turn thing. We're doing a lot of damage, and here we are going to nuke it. Let me see which one does more damage though, the bits or the physical hammer, because we are nerfing it by 10%. 69. Let's move it up back a little bit. 9,000. Yeah, we are doing a little bit more. If this was a beam weapon, it would do a lot more, but for some reason it doesn't. I don't know why the aerial isn't helping us. It's in range. Weird. I don't know why the aerial isn't helping us now. It's support. I guess I'll just use this. Why not? We can't kill it, I believe, just because for some reason the aerial support isn't supporting. I believe the range is only like a one-time thing, so that's probably why. The skill. Let's just try to nuke it, I guess. This is probably the best we can do so far. Actually, we can like throw one of our allies in the gutter just to deal some damage to it. How much damage does this do? Probably not a lot. Yeah, barely anything. I'm gonna flick attack defense down. We can move in the G-Quacks, I believe. We actually do have the sway, so it can't attack us. It's actually doing more damage than the... Well, our G-Quack is fully limit broken, so that's not a fair comparison, but it's doing more damage. I don't know if I want to do that and then let the Red Gundam attack by itself. I just don't like how... I guess the physical weapon debuff is good for the G-Quads because it is an actual physical weapon. So let's just do that, I guess, and see if we can almost kill with the Red Gundam. Oh, we missed. No, they missed. Never mind. I thought we missed. But yeah. Can we... I don't believe we can kill. No, we cannot. That's unfortunate. It's not doing a lot of damage. I just think the problem is that this isn't beam. It's not physical. It's only special. And I believe the only unit that buffs, nerfs the enemy special defense 25 down is the new Gundam. So you want to run this with the new Gundam. New Gundam would give the 25% down, and then the base from any other supporter would be helping it as well. I don't like how it doesn't count as beam. It shoots out a beam when you use the weapon. So I think it should count as beam, but it doesn't count as beam. Kinda dumb, but whatever. And the only other unit that really works well with funnel units is New Gundam. I don't have New Gundam, so I can't really show the debuff. But yeah, that is about it with a 25% defense down. It would be doing a lot less if it didn't have that. I know this G-Quacks right here is obviously like heavy tuned and all that, but I really just thought that it was going to do a little bit more damage. This is also beam, but this suit isn't like fully leveled, so it's taking a lot less. It's still a good unit, don't get me wrong. I just do not like its 3 to 5 range for its bits. If the enemy is close to you like this, you're going to have to move away and all that to even remotely use it. And if they're not like letting you go, the only thing you can use is the hammer at the moment. Kind of wish it was at least like 2 to 6 range, but the 3 to 5 range it's only good if the enemy is attacking you from long range. If they're close to you like this, if they suddenly caught you like they did for me right here, like sneaked attacked my Exia, killed him, and then managed to get this close, guess what? My Red Gundam is not able to do anything when they attack him, so I have to move away. So yeah, That's the level 90 Red Gundam. Solid, I can see the potential. It's there, especially when you limit break it. We'll do another video on that soon after I do the grind. It'll definitely be useful for like Eternal World, Mobile Suit Gundam. Remember, this isn't alternative series. This counts as Mobile Suit Gundam. Should be alternative. I don't understand, but whatever. So yeah, the mobility is also fine. You can make it work. I just would have liked 5 for my funnel units, but that's just me. It's a solid free to play, so I can't really say, well, it's not as good as blah blah blah, because it's free to play, so it's fine. Not the best defense. We're getting like, well, that's actually pretty decent considering how overtuned this G-Quox is. So 30,000 on a support with relatively low health is not the worst thing. It's just nice to know that it can survive at least one hit. So it's decent. It's a good free to play. Definitely would recommend leveling it up if you really like the Red Gundam and want a easier option for Eternal World. I can definitely see it helping you out, but I just don't like the bit range and that it's a special awaken. It should have been at least beam, special, and awaken. I know some units do have that, like the Exia. It's dead now, but I would show it, but it's dead. Like I believe Salzubi has it right here. Yeah, this is ranged, melee, and awaken, and a beam special. Beam and special. So yeah. Also it's funnels, I believe. Let me check it real quick. That has a special, a funnel. So it really just depends on the weapon, you know. Like some of them had weird classifications. I kind of just wish this was a beam. It shoots out beams. But, you know, it's whatever, I guess. Still a solid free-to-play unit. Will definitely help you out. Just keep in mind its range and its defenses and all that, because I don't think it's going to take very well. I'm actually surprised by how much energy we had to waste. We actually wasted quite a bit. So yeah, keep that in mind. And that's about it for the level 90 showcase. I will make the fully duped showcase soon. But other than that, guys, take care.